This episode of Inside High School Sports is brought to you by licensed real estate salesperson Jessica Best and Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, your best friend in real estate. Call 585-409-8734 or email realtor jessbest@gmail.com. That's Berkshire Hathaway Home Services and licensed real estate salesperson Jessica Best. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Inside High School Sports. My name is Alex Brasky, alongside my co-host, Ajay Cybulski, here with a Byron-Bergen track and field program, really a powerhouse throughout the years, claimed 2 championships this spring on the boys and girls side. The girls, it's been quite a run in terms of championships. The boys, while producing several championship-level athletes, it had been a while since they had claimed championship glory, so I wanted to bring them in and get their perspective on how things went this spring. Coach Rogoyski, we'll start with you. Your girls have really been on quite the run, as I said, numerous championships consecutive. What's been the key to success?
Just having a great group of girls willing to work hard. We've had a good run. 4 DR championships in a row, 3 Section 5 championships. We had more girls go to state in forever. We had 7 girls go to the state championships. So it's been a great couple of years.
Coach Muhlenkamp, sorry about that, AJ. You returned to the mountaintop this year. What was the key for your guys persevering and really keeping their eye on the prize throughout this whole season and coming out on top?
I mean, we were very fortunate. We had an awesome group of talented athletes. Obviously, the boys this year across the board, from soccer to wrestling to basketball, swimming, just an amazing, talented group of kids who, I think it really helped in the spring. They knew what it took. They knew how to stay focused. They knew how to continue to prepare. You get to the end of that third sport for some of these kids, and it's starting to wear on them a little bit, but they're true champions. They knew what it would take, and they came through big on that Friday night in Dundee.
Coach Muhlenkamp, Coach Rogoyski, Meghan, Connor, thank you for joining us. Connor, I want to start with you. Can you take me through the emotions of winning a sectional title in the pentathlon event?
It's almost like euphoric. Like, you cross that finish line after going through 5 events. You're tired, but it's just completely different. Like, it's the happiest point of that day until we won as the team. Yeah.
And was that a goal of yours going into it? Was that something that you thought was attainable?
Yeah, I've been saying since last season, after getting 3rd or 4th, I was like, no, next year I'm winning it all.
Now, on the flip side, Meghan, you were part of the 1600 meter relay team that claimed a sectional title. So just talk about that, your experience with those girls and what that meant to all of you.
Those girls, I'd actually never run 400 until the start of this year, and the girls on that team had encouraged me throughout the whole entire season to run a 400. And I grew to love it so much, and I never thought that I would, because I was always like 100 meter, 200 meter, that's my thing. And my coach and my teammates have encouraged me to go beyond what I'm capable of. And winning that made my whole day. And then winning with the team, there's nothing better than winning with the group of girls that I love to run with.
And Meghan, coming away with that championship with that group of girls and adding your names to the list of several Byron-Bergen athletes that have helped that girls program claim championship glory, to do it with this group of girls this year, what did that mean to you to make sure you carried on the championship tradition there for the Bees?
I felt like this year more than ever, it was definitely super emotional at the end of the day, because every single girl wants it. Every single girl puts their all in, and they support you, whether you're best friends with someone, whether you're not. No matter what, at the end of the day, you're always there for your person and your teammates, and you cheer them on. So in the back of my mind, it's always just do it for them.
And Connor, what was that experience for you when the boys claimed the team title? You said your championship was the best part of the day until the team claimed the title. So the emotions for you that you experienced, having it been such a long time coming for the boys. Was it kind of a sigh of relief for you guys, or was it just flat out jubilation?
I would say it was a lot of joy because we're a pretty close-knit group. So, and the past 2 years we've lost by 7 points each time. So this time it's just we took it by a landslide, and it's great. I've never felt that good about a win.
Now, Coach Muhlenkamp, it's been, like we've said, over 20 years since the boys have claimed a sectional title in boys track and field. Why was this the group that was able to overcome obstacles throughout the season, whatever it was, and really guide, the team while you lead the way to a sectional title?
Well, there's there's a lot of factors. I mean, obviously the group of guys, like I said, the championship mentality is a big component there. Having the right group of coaches, and that's not just coaches in track and field. Coach Rogoyski is an amazing boys soccer coach, and he instills that in them. Got to give credit to Coach Hannon, Coach Noah for basketball. I don't think when you win something like this, especially in track where there's so many moving parts, you can't attribute it just to one person or one group. It really is almost a school effort in some instances. We lean heavy on Coach Bateman, who's our cross-country coach, and, one of our assistants, and getting those distance runners ready starting in September. I said when I emailed you guys, it was the right group of people at the right time, and I stand by that. We really, from all of our coaches, all of our athletes, our athletic director, it really was just the right group.
And that's usually how sports kind of work out sometimes. It just seems to be the right moment for the right team at the right time, and you get a little luck along the way, and that's how it goes. Now, Coach Rogoyski, there's probably been some luck involved with your 3 straight sectional titles, but again, you've been very dominant the past 3 seasons. So just why was this group always battle-tested and ready, this group of girls? I know there's probably some seniors that have graduated over the course of these last 3 years, but in general, just the standard you've held for this group of girls that you've coached throughout the past 3 years, why were they capable of it?
I think every meet, every invite we go to, our league is a very strong track and field league. The Genesee region is very strong. If you just looked at the top 4 finishes, so our boys, of course, were Section 5 champions. So was Oakfield, Alabama, Elba boys. They were Section 5 champions. The Attica boys were runner-ups this year. And the girls, we were Section 5 champions. But Attica was runner-up. Oakfield, Alabama girls were runner-up. Notre Dame girls were 3rd. And the Holly girls were 4th. And there's 8 of us that were in the final 4 in that sense. We thought of it like that. When a sectional bracket is 16, 18 teams. So we're battle tested every week. It's like going against Section 5 champions every single week. And of course, invites are always a battle. So we're always going against much larger Division I schools. So obviously that played a huge role.
And Meghan, from an athlete's perspective, how does that iron sharpens iron situation during the regular season, going up against so many talented programs and knowing night in and night out you girls are going to have to be at your best in order to come out on top in those league meets? Can you speak on the influence that other teams and other competitors, not even in your own locker room, have kind of influenced the success for your team and throughout the GR League?
I've always said that running against faster people makes you a better runner. So going against schools that are super competitive or our rivals push us to be even better. The night before, we're stressed out. Those are the meets that we're all excited for. We're going to be the best we can be because we want to beat our rivals. And just running against faster people are going to make you faster. I would rather run against these amazing schools than to run against people around it.
Colin, who do you guys and girls consider your rivals? When you look at the schedule each year, I'm sure the Oakfield Alabamas, the Hollies, the Atticas, but if you can narrow it down to one team that you guys have really been battling it back and forth with over these past few years.
I would say Oakfield is definitely the one that's really, we're going after them, and it's a back and forth because we're so similar. They have their distance runners, which are usually 1 and 2, but we've got our sprinters, which are usually 1 and 2. So it's just, we're back and forth.
Now, Megan, for you, what has been your favorite memory throughout the course of your high school career? I know obviously winning 3 straight sectional titles, probably nothing can top that, but maybe go to like a specific part of something that really stood out to you that maybe wasn't a sectional title.
There's many, but I would say this year winning the 4x4 with those group of girls, because I've never ran with the 400 team before, and going into that I was very nervous because I had never run 400 that whole entire time running track. So I was very nervous, but the feeling of winning that and knowing like I made it, like it just was probably one of my favorite seasonal moments.
And then Connor, same to you, your favorite memory as a member of the Byron-Bergen track and field team.
Honestly, I would have to say getting second at the GR League meet, or third, because if I hadn't gotten third right there, I don't think I would have won at sectionals, because I don't think I would have had that driving force.
Interesting answer. I like that. Now, for the two athletes, before we close here, could you give some advice to prospective athletes? Track is not the same sport as your classic team sports where you have softball, baseball, basketball, football, where you're all kind of on the field together working toward a common goal. It's kind of an individual nature combined with the team. So Megan, could you leave some advice for prospective student athletes? What does it take to, as Connor kind of alluded to there, what does it take to put yourself in the right mindset with your team and individually in order to succeed both at both levels, individual and the team level?
Well, a lot of track is PRing and trying to get your personal record every single meet. And I think the hardest thing to comprehend is that you're not gonna PR every single meet. There's gonna be days you have bad days, there's gonna be days you have really good days. And you just have to go from the next best thing and not worry about what happened in the past, because you can't control it. And just your team is always there to support you. Your coaches are always there to support you, and to never beat yourself up or give up on yourself when you have a bad meet, because the next meet could be just as good.
Connor, same question to you. Some advice for future student athletes, maybe future Bs coming in to this program. I'm sure your two coaches would love it if you'd spread some of that knowledge that you've gained over the past several years.
I would kind of go back to what Megan said, and like, you need to use what you, like when you lose, you need to use that anger, that low, and you need to turn that into a high and use it as like a driving force, because you're gonna have lows. Not every day is gonna be your best day, and you're always chasing those lower numbers, and you need to use when you do bad, you need to use it to do good.
Like that. Very deep answers from you guys. Great stuff from all of you. Great season for the Byron-Bergen track and field program. Coaches, athletes, thank you for joining us, and I'm sure we'll see you soon. This episode of Inside High School Sports is brought to you by licensed real estate salesperson Jessica Best and Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, your best friend in real estate. Call 585-409-8734 or email realtor.jessbest@gmail.com. That's Berkshire Hathaway Home Services and licensed real estate salesperson Jessica Best.